those pontoons they're on give off very little wash.
K4, the Flying Fours, 1,000 meters. Last week we had a cracking race where we had the Olympic gold medalists, the Hungarians. They were featured, they were favoured, but they lost out to the Flying Serbians, and so that was one of the most exciting races last time, because the 5,000 people went home a bit disappointed. But I suppose the locals' favourites are going to be the Czech team, who bronze medalists, I believe, in the Olympic Games, and they actually saved their first team to bring home the glory this time.
Well, you know, we've got to work on this in Canada and making these big boat races more of a higher priority. They're certainly exciting. I think for any fan, it's one of the best parts of the regatta. But you know, when you look in Serbia, Czech Republic, Slovakia, Hungary, Germany, this is the place to be. It's an honored spot to sit in one of these boats and win a gold medal. And I certainly get it, because boy, it's the most exciting race on the program.
Martin Holstein right at the front. He's more familiar with, I think he won the bronze this year in the K2 1000. But here's the winning from last week, the Serbian team, and they were very pleasant to interview and chatty away, especially at the back of the boat. Dejan Terzic gave us loads of time. Really, it's amazing how Serbia, I suppose, they have. You think they're a fiery nation, but they've got Djokovic in tennis. They've got these boys coming through, and they're very cultured and a great nation to talk to.
Well, and you got to love any nation that understands the culture of sport and sees how valuable it is and what it does to the people. And you know, when you get athletes that get it too and they help promote it, boy, it just helps the whole thing.
Let's hope the Spanish can come to see review, because they've got a great team. But they are off. It's the last televised event of this morning, and.
Wow, you got to like that, though, eh? 36 athletes there going all out. Look at that water fly.
And it looks like at the top of the picture, it looks like the Portuguese are early showing. I think they often have that. They often come out fast, don't they? I don't know what their coaches say. They say, at least you'll be winning at some point. There's Fernando Pimenta, who's obviously came second in the Olympic Games in the K2000. Diogo Ribeiro, Emmanuel Silva, and David Fernandez. And they
But watch that Czech boat. The earlier shot there. Every stroke they were gaining about 6 inches every stroke on the Portuguese boat. So yeah, they get off the line fast, but you have to sustain it, and that's that travel stroke I've spoken of after the start. You've got to get comfortable.
Well, the Czech team, I don't know if you've read the script of today, but their script definitely says win. So they got the crowd. It'll say the Czechs, the K2 1000, the C2 1000 certainly did the job this morning, but we had a couple of other Czechs on the podium. But yeah, they need to come through, don't they?
Well, whether they need to or not, they sure are right now. And every stroke, they're just taking a little more in this field. This is very impressive.
Halfway mark, they're well ahead at the moment, apart from the Russians, Vitaly Yurchenko, Vasily Pogoban, Anton Vasily, and Oleg Zestov. And they're a difficult team, because they clearly have a lot of potential, like 24, 23, 26, 29, so they've got a few more years in them yet, and they won bronze in the Worlds in 2011.
These guys look fantastic. My goodness. They're so together and so powerful every stroke. It's just two different races here.
I say they were favourites, and they saved themselves last week. They didn't race. They raced individually and some in the K2s, but they said this is the one we want, and it's good marketing as well. The cameras are loving it.
Yes, indeed. Look at this.
250 metres to go. It's the Czech team in leading from the Russians, with the Portuguese, who is serving on Serbia, who came back late last week. It looks like they probably left it too late. But Havel, Treffel, Dorstel and Sterber, and they, like you said, so far 120 metres to go, and the crowd are happy. The commentators next to us are actually quite cool. I guess that's their personality. But 100 metres to go, and who's going to win?
Czech Republic, and even the Russians are fading right now. They know they can't catch these guys.
Well, this is what everyone's wanted. Well done, the Czech Republic.
But even the Portuguese coming back, I'm surprised, because they faded so much early.
And a lane for the Germans, led by Martin Holstein. That's Storsky, Spener and Gleinert. Well done for them for taking the bronze medal.
What a great race. Boy, oh boy. You know, if anyone wants to see how to make a K4 go well, look at that Czech crew. Fabulous.
they're still breathing, but they're still. It's looks quite tiring.
Boy, when you go that well and you win a race, you don't feel that pain.
There's the Germans. That must be such a feeling when you as a Canadian mate of mine says, you put the pedal to the metal and.
Yeah. But when you're in any crew event or any team sport, you can't let your partner down. You know, if you're out there by yourself in K1 or C1, that's different. And again, it takes a special kind of person to keep that intensity. But when you're one of four, you're not going to let your buddy down.
Well, let's hope the awesome foursome from Australia have seen that and think, yeah, we can do better. We've got to hold on to it. And they'll be in the World Championships later in the year. But yes, you can only beat the people in front of you. And like you say, from an expert's point of view, it's good paddling.
Awesome.
David, Matthew, David. Well, there you go. Unofficial, but I think it's going to be fairly official in 2:49. That would be an amazing time last week, but it's a good time this week. Czech Republic, then